Matt and Tom back to you. Today we're at Pye Nest in Halifax, just above Sowerby Bridge. As you can see today, these roads are full of cars. Back in the early 1900s, the way to travel around here was on a tram. There used to be a tram that came from a triangle through Sowerby Bridge up to King Cross and then workers to Halifax. In 1907, a disaster happened here. October 15th, 1907, a Tuesday. The 5:35 a.m. tram reaches Sowerby Bridge. It starts its journey at Triangle, not too far from here, and sets off about 5:45 up the steep hill via Pye Nest to King Cross. It was a very cold morning. On that morning, it was foggy and wet, as you'd expect in October. Downstairs on the tram were 48 workers. Upstairs were 12. At 5:45, there was a sudden power overload, and the line between King Cross and Pye Nest went down. The tram stopped and it started slowly making its way back down the hill. The conductor and the driver both tried to apply the brakes, but unfortunately the brakes failed and didn't stop. And as it got further and further down the hill towards Bolton Brow, the tram sped up, getting faster as it went. So this is the junction of Edwards Road and Pye Nest Road, and it's here where the tram stopped and started to head back down the hill. As you can see, it is a fairly steep road. The tram gathered speed as it sped back down the hill towards Bolton Brow School. The driver, Thomas Simpson, and the conductor, Walter Robinson, still tried desperately, but the automatic brakes just didn't work. As it reached the bottom of Pye Nest Road and reached Bolton Brow, the tram derailed, came off the tracks, it lurched, fell onto its side, spinning round in the road. The top and bottom parts of the tram separated. Part of it crashed into the shop at the far side. So this was the shop it crashed into. It was called Lewis Atkinson's shop at Grove Street and East Parade. On the way down, some passengers had jumped off, but the others who were still on it were thrown violently into the road. Those passengers were taken here to the Shepherd's Rest, where they were looked after and received care, and a number of doctors attended the scene, as did St John's ambulance, who started to take the injured to the hospital in Halifax. Apparently one man said, "I live close by, just on Tulle Lane." He was taken home in a wheelbarrow. Five men in total lost their lives in the accident, including Walter Robinson, the conductor. At an inquest, the jury returned a verdict of accidental death, but it did put into place procedures for that tram line between Triangle and King Cross to have brake stops and check the brakes are working, including at Pye Nest. The five men who died were Walter Robinson, the conductor, Isaac Easterby, Frank Marsden, Arnold Thornton and George Wisk. The conductor, Walter Robinson, was buried at Mount Zion Chapel near Ogden Water, and it was quite a well attended ceremony, and there was, for a time, a memorial in the graveyard there that commemorated the event happening. But in recent times it's apparently gone missing, or people just don't know where it is anymore. So the other four were buried in Sowerby Bridge. I'm not sure if their graves are still there, but we're heading to the church. We'll just have a quick look and see if we can find them. Right, so this is church at Sowerby Bridge. Look at these fabulous grotesques on the side. Amazing. Okay, so actually I was wrong. They're not buried at Sowerby Bridge Church. They're buried here at Sowerby Cemetery. So let's see if we can find any of them today. So yeah, just kind of looking. I don't have an idea as to where anybody is. However, we have found the first one, which is this one, which says here, Frank Marsden, who lost his life in the tram accident in Bolton Brow, October 15th, 1907, age 28. Sadly, we're not seemingly able to find any of the other three victims of the tram disaster that are buried here. We'll just have another quick scout round, but at least we found one, a very definite one, telling it about the tram accident on the gravestone. Okay, so Tom has managed to find at least one more. So what does this say? Isaac Easterby, who met with his death in the car accident, Bolton Brow, October 15th, 1907. Oh. It's interesting to find that this graveyard is on top of a quarry. Okay, so that's the story of the 1907 Pye Nest Tram Disaster. Obviously, it's been good to come and find at least two gravestones here that commemorate that event. Yeah, is it a story you've heard before from your past? Let me know if it is, or if there's anything else you think we should be covering. Do tell us. Okay, see you soon for the next video.